What it is, y'all, it is your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming back at you today with more Danmachi. And today we're going to be talking about Dark 7th Zone. I know a lot of you guys want to hear about Thunder 7th Zone. We're going to cover that, but I'm going to be real. Like, the only units I have are really worth a damn on my light team are just crazy OP. So what we're going to do today is we're going to actually try an SA gauge, basically rush, okay? So I've got Light Haruhime, or sorry, I've got Light Haruhime down there. She's going to do the 80% light buff. OG Haruhime for the 100% light buff. I have Tione here for 100% SA gauge charge. Casino Seer has another 100% SA gauge charge. If you notice, I also have finally MLB'd my Finn. Now, Finn's going to give 33% to everybody else here on the front line, just like Line is. Now, Line is going to give 33%. Finn's going to give 33%. That's a little over 66%. It's like 66.7%. So, roughly about 67% SA gauge charge there. 200% SA gauge charge here. We are going to get SAs quick, fast, and in a hurry. Now, the whole goal here is to see how quickly, with only really Finn doing any kind of major damage, how quickly can we end this? Now, this is going to kind of require us to do a triple SA. So, this isn't the fastest way to do it by a long margin, but this is the way that my teams are set up to do it. Now, one interesting thing about Finn, if you do have Finn, the light Finn, his attack stack is really weird. You do his second attack first, then his first attack, then back to the second attack. It's really odd, mostly because this gives him all its damage, and then this gives our foes the debuff. Okay, we're gonna do Luminescence over here now that Line is gone. We're gonna do guard rate down and AoE resistance down. So that's going to do... Well, actually, it's not AoE resistance down, technically. It's damage received up, but similar, but different stat, similar effect. Okay? Now, normally I'd go do single target buffing there, but I'm not going to do that because we're not going to do that much single target damage. I am going to go ahead and just go into her main attack. Well... Actually, I'm going to go ahead and do that because we've got 2 single target units here. So I'm going to go ahead and do her buff this time. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and do Yosuga, Cicada Shell, Luminescence, and Spear Sweep. Lego. Now, you will notice, like I said, there are 2 single target units on here. Once again, Finn is kind of our main goal here with this, but we're going to see how it do. Perfect. Now, the goal here is to get a triple SA. Once we get a triple SA, Finn will basically be killing it after that. So, on this turn, we're going to do Rampage Beasts. We're going to go back Tactical Insight. We're going to go Mayfly, and we're going to keep doing Yosuga. So, let's do that. When we get triple SA gauge, basically Finn is going to produce just an insane amount of damage. And after that, the goal is just to build him back up to SA repeatedly, which shouldn't be a problem, honestly, at all. Double SA with this team happens at turn 5, so triple shouldn't be long behind that. With her, I'm going to go ahead and do Heavenly Blow. Reason I'm going to do that is simply because, well, she doesn't need the buff yet. She's about to get the buff from everybody else. So I'm just going to have her basically building SA gauge charge before she starts attacking. She'd get a little bit of a boost from the attack from the buff, but it's not honestly enough to count. It won't end this much faster. So I'm going to keep... Now, because they are single targets, I'm going to go ahead and, you notice I'm going to target different worms each and every time. That's just going to kind of move the damage around a little bit. Okay? Like I said, turn 5 is a double SA, but we're looking for a triple, and that should be around turn 7. Got it? Alright. And this is the last turn that we will not be getting an SA. There we go. Now we've got SA gauge charge. Triple SA. Perfect. Boom. SA with both the Haruhimes And Finn, we are good to go. Now, I need to make sure I target the right worm here, because the single target hit from the swimsuit Haruhime is not going to feel good for that foe. But it's going to look pretty damn good. Alright, let's see what happens here. 100%. I guess technically strength. Yeah, well, it is 100%. 100% strength and magic. Now we're going to get 80% light. You can kind of see where Finn's going to start becoming an absolute beast after this. Not even a mill. I'm a little surprised. Finn, what you got, man? I've seen Finn hit crazy numbers here, so fingers crossed. What you got, dude? What you got? I love when you see an AoE hitting for a mill. Finn is such a monster. If you weren't around when I was chasing Finn, Finn was a whale-only acquisition. I spent a lot of money for him. He hasn't really been what I would hope it was hoping for him to be in Wargame, but he definitely is holding his own in this situation. Alright. So we're going to go back to Yosuga, we're going to go back to Mayfly, and we're going to go back to Tactical Insight. Next turn should be another SA, and pretty close to the end at least. No? There we go. Perfect. Bam. Don't really matter who we target, because Finn is going to hit like a truck. What you got for it? Now compare the 1.1 mil hits now to, or previous to what he's going to do now. Probably 700, I think. Yep, right about. Alright. That was turn 9. Now, I know that if I had more AoE units, this would end on turn 9. If you've got more AoEs, that is definitely a recommendation. My biggest problem is Finn's my only AoE on this team, so for me, it is a little bit of a... you know, we don't need any more buffs. Get it. Oh, that last worm is hanging on by a thread. Come on. Come on, worm. Worm should have been dead. Worm should have been... That was an RNG failure. Come on, worm. You know, and honestly, I haven't even ascended Finn's weapon, so I bet if we go ascend this, it'll go even faster. But that's pretty fun right there. Turn 11. Is that enough to secure my 15 mil? 15.9, baby. There we go. Now, remember, score details, basically the turn you end on, the shorter it takes you, the higher the rank you get. So, while that wasn't the shortest route, probably, it is the route that I chose because we were SA gauge buff, or SA rushing. Now, more AoEs you have, the faster you're going to end it. But for me, this was kind of my desired route. So... not bad. 15.9. We can still mess around with those numbers and see where we go. If you're looking at my team going, there's no way I can build that, that's fine. We've covered multiple times on how to build AoE and single target light teams. But my biggest problem is my best units on this team, or any of the units I use on this team, are max limit broken. So I wanted to kind of do something a little different and just see how quickly we can beat it with teams that just rush SA gauge. If you're looking to build a team, you gotta have the OG Haruhime. Line is really, really good to have. I do recommend the new Finn, just for the SA gauge charge. He and Line are going to be absolutely killer together. And then just grab your best AoEs. You could do a single target, the single target attack with the Winter Haruhime, or sorry, the Swimsuit Haruhime. But doing the triple SA I don't think is the most beneficial way to get this done. I really feel like doubling with the with the OG Haruhime and with Finn is going to provide you just that double SA, and then repeating the SAs with Finn is going to provide you better, faster results if you have multiple AoEs. Unfortunately, I don't have that luxury. But for me, it was very effective, very good. I'm very happy. And again, you don't have to have max limit broken units. Finn killed this very quickly. So if you have units that are, if your Finn is +2 or +3, and you build anything that's even remotely like this team, you'll kill it in no time. Just take your best AoEs, go to town. Make sure you debuff if at all possible if you have that Aina. Debuff light and rebuff light. That will be very beneficial to your runs. Notice I'm also running the Hestia that does AoE damage. I'm running the Artemis that increases strength 20% to Finn because that's going to help him to do the most damage. So build wise teams, but right now I really feel like SAs are terribly important. So I'm going to continue trying to beat this, see if we can get a little faster time. For now, that's the video. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments section down below. Like, comment, share, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.